Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be taking a look at Nether Maze, the brand new Underworld set. Lots of new products coming out lately and loads of cool models, but here we've got a new addition to Warhammer Underworlds, and it's a new set, Nether Maze. So here we're going to see two new warbands going up against each other in this new environment. Let's start off taking a look at the video that was posted on the Warhammer community site today, and then this will be our first glimpse at these brand new warbands. And here we go. It's the Khainite Shadowstalkers versus the Skaven. And as soon as I saw these sculpts, I'm instantly thinking, this is great for Warcry. We're going to get some brilliant additions here, some really interesting poses on the models. I think it's going to be great for Warcry, and some pretty good Underworlds warbands too. We're going to get some new rules, new keywords, new cards, and everything else you'd expect from a starter set, and we'll break that down later on in the video. But as first glimpses go of new models, I think they've done a great job on these. The sculpts look great, the poses are fantastic, and to take models we've already seen and jazz them up like this, I think is awesome. But is this enough to persuade us to buy the new Nether Maze set? Let's find out. Here we go, here's the full box set that we're going to get. Some great cover art with the Shroud Queen on the front, really great looking model. And then we've got some stunning boards, all the tokens you'd expect, fighter cards and the decks too, and then that rule book as well. The boards are a big selling point for me with Harrow Deep, and I was on the fence but I went for it in the end because the models were just fantastic. But those boards really do look great, and I think they've done a good job here too. These really are stunning colours. But for me, Underworlds has always been about getting those small warbands with just a few fighters in each, and it's quite affordable too, a great way to add to your Warcry warbands and get some extra fighters in there when you start doing campaigns and things like that, but also just to make it more interesting and more personalised so you don't double up on miniatures. Nice to see the Skaven coming back. We haven't seen them since Shadespire, and I'll be comparing them to those old models later on in the video. But all up, these do look great. 9 fantastic models. You know, we do recognise those Khainite Shadowstalkers from Warcry, and I really think they've improved the Shroud Queen with that pose there. I think she looks fantastic. The box art is stunning as well. I think they've done a great job here. This is some of my favourite Warhammer art that I've seen for a long time. I think they've nailed it here. I'd love to get this as a poster. I think it's brilliant with the Skaven and the Khainite Shadowstalkers going at it with the Shroud Queen above there, looming above the whole battlefield. Let's have a close look at the models now. So for the Khainite Shadowstalkers, these are called the Shadeborn, and they're led by the Shroud Queen, Slyvale. And as I said earlier, a great model. The pose is fantastic. I don't think I can fault this at all. Then we've got all the other fighters in the warband here as well. So we're going to get what looks like a shroud blade with cursed swords. Again, another nice pose building on what we've seen already with Warcry. This one looks awesome. The Dark Flame Warlock with repeater crossbows. So this will be a nice addition if you like playing these in Warcry, I think. This guy looks fantastic and definitely very different from what we've got already. And then we've got another shroud blade, this time with those cursed swords as well. Or actually, this could be the spear. It looks like she's got an umbral spear behind her back. Is it? Yeah, it looks like it. Just a short spear though, and then the dagger in the front. Now let's take a look at Skittershank's Claw Pack, and this is led by a young assassin, Slink Skittershank. And it tells us in the article that these are going to be deadly assassins who are pretty speedy because they're going to have a movement of 5 hexes each, all of them, everyone in the warband. So that's pretty interesting. I like how they've built on the pipes in this sewer theme, really good. I think they've actually improved on Spikeclaw, actually. I think I like these better, but we'll have a look close up comparing the pictures in a while. But really nice. I love the bases they've done here. A really good job on these sculpts. So it is pretty tempting, although I've kind of easing back on collecting Underworlds now since I've seen the last couple of warbands. As tempting as it is, I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting this or not. And there's our models then. So it's 9 altogether, 5 for Skittershank, and then 4 for the Khainite Shadowstalkers Shadeborn. The game itself is set in the Nether Maze, and this was constructed by mysterious and ancient architects, and it's a powerful wellspring of dark energy, which is the perfect lure for these clans to come and do battle in. The new rules and those keywords, map and domain, are going to allow you to change the surroundings of this sunken maze to your advantage. So that's going to be interesting to find out how that works. It tells us that the Nether Maze rests below Harrowdeep and acts as a twisted inversion where reality bends to the whims of its shadowy masters. There is going to be a chance for those who fight through to the end to escape through the Waking Gate into Hysh, but the cost of leaving is higher than perhaps any of them might imagined. So there we go, really cool to see it tying in a little bit with Harrowdeep there. I'm a bit disappointed they've come away from this nautical pirate theme though, but I do like the way they've used the sewer for the Skaven. And although that's already a trope of the Skaven, it does build into the idea that this rests below Harrowdeep. So yeah, I kind of like that. Underworlds is going to be linked with Warcry really closely now with these new Bladeborn rules, and I wonder if that's why they've chosen these factions, because they'll definitely fit in with people who have recently started playing with Warcry when Catacombs came out, because it's going to be great to add some to the Khainite Shadowstalkers. And here you can see the difference in those two sets of models. We've got Warcry on the left, Underworlds on the right, and these look like they're going to just fit in perfectly. The bases are already formed for you with Underworlds, as we can expect, but these poses are brilliant, and they certainly do look like they'll go well alongside the Khainite Shadowstalkers that we can get with Warcry. Here we've got Spikeclaw Swarm, and this was in Shadespire, so this was released as a warband for the Skaven, and I love these. I've got these from way back. I picked them up last year and was lucky enough to find all the models from Shadespire, so I was really happy with that, and I think these guys are fantastic. But here are the new ones, and I think they've improved here. I think they've done a good job. The theme is a little bit darker, a bit grungier, and really going heavy on that sewer theme with the pipes and the gunge and everything. And yeah, I think the ones on the left certainly look more like assassins, whereas Spikeclaw and the Swarm look like they're a unit of fighters more than anything. So putting these two together could be an option in Warcry. I'm sure you could do that, but I think they're very separate, so I'd be looking at building a separate Skaven unit around this new Underworlds warband. So an interesting choice of models and warbands, and it says it's going to be available to pre-order very soon, so we might even see this going up for pre-order next Saturday the 23rd, or certainly the week after that. But is it too soon to get a brand new Warhammer Underworlds game, and is £65 going to be too high and price people out? Even with that 20% discount now, that's going to bring it down to £52. You might get it a bit cheaper if you're really lucky at your friendly game store, but I think that's going to be the price most of us will pay if we want to pick it up. But for me, it does feel a bit soon. I really like just getting the warbands for this, and it doesn't seem that long ago, and since Harrowdeep was brought out. And now we've seen pretty much every faction get a warband representing them in Underworlds, except I think Cities of Sigmar. So I would really like to see a warband for Cities of Sigmar somewhere this season for Underworlds, because I think they're really lacking there, especially this guy. I'd love to see the Nomad Prince being included in the game. That would be amazing. I'd love to know what you think about this. Is it too soon to get a new box set for Underworlds? Is it too much? And are the warbands included enough to tempt you to add this to your collection? Let me know in the comment section below. It'd be awesome to hear what you think. I hope you enjoyed the video and seeing these brand new miniatures and box set revealed. And thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to join me next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'd like to say a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters who make these daily videos possible, and if you're interested in joining the community, it'd be awesome to see you there, and I'll put a link for that in the description down below.